Good evening. Welcome. Full quality. After changing, we've got dry quality and dry race. Thank you very much. The cat. Let's get into this. It's round 17, Spain. Not everyone's cup of tea. Yeah, not everyone's cup of tea. Sector 3 is most people's opinion. Like I said, this is round 17 going into, I believe we've got 7 races after this weekend. Let's see. Oh, we've got a little movement. Someone coming out. Is that an Alpine? May well be. It's Mini Devil first. Followed by the Williams. I believe that is pronounced a newer driver joined recently. Aliul? Not sure. Let me just turn my headset sound down. Very loud. So yeah, we've got a few drivers just coming out now. Vale's out in the Ferrari. Mini Devil's just behind Aliu in the Alpine. So being Spain, it's very, very tricky. Can be a very, very tricky circuit. Some people struggle to nail it. Quite a difficult track for overtaking. There's not many opportunities. Obviously the best opportunity is going down into turn 1 with the massive long straight DRS as Eliu starts his first hot lap in PRL. Got a fairly clear track ahead. To turn 1, right in some of the curves you can really spin out on turn 2. It's all about feathering that throttle round on turn 3. You've got a massive gravel trap on the left hand side and heavy on the brakes, coasting it through. Then up the hill from left to right, which can be very tricky. We see and have seen many drivers go off into the second DRS point. Very short, very difficult to do anything. And it is the new updated track of Spain, obviously, for this year. So we have lost the smaller chicane. It's a bit more of a loopy corner now. Ride through the last chicane, which is, I believe, been voted the worst corner, or the worst corners on it. And we got a 120.5, and we got Mini Devil follows behind with 118. Who have we got next? That's an Alpha Tauri who's starting his hot lap. That is Vale on the intermediates. We got Night Owl. Who else have we got? I think he's the next one actually. Everyone else is on out laps. Night Out back in the Mercedes after a few weeks. Running quite low on ERS down there. Should be enough to get through. That's yellow flags. That was an AlphaTauri round in sector 1. Nightail comes around the final couple of corners, riding the yellow sausage curb. Be careful with that. Power down, going onto the straight. We should be seeing a 118.5. It's from provisional P1. Who else have we got? Mikey is, I believe, he turned off. I think he was a yellow flag we saw in sector 1. Puffy coming up the hill. Oh, and there was the loss. It's the quick left right where the car does not like, and it can. And I'd be very surprised if we do not see a couple of people off in this section. We've got a couple of people out now on intermediates. We lose one driver. I don't know if they realise that now because Matthew has joined. We do lose one driver. All these guys out. Puffy keeps with his time. It's not going to be pushing the top. We're probably going to see 122 dead. Look at Donick coming up the top of the hill, right hander, coast it through into the DRS. Oh, we have a Haas facing the wrong way. Those would be those intermediate tyres on display. Very surprised. Let's go and have a look. I think we'll probably see most of these drivers come in now. Now they've realised they will lose one. It's quite a decent last corner, last sector, but Luca Donic's a 120. Looks like Matthew is really struggling to get hard, get going again. Mikey, I believe, is probably going to turn on now and go for a decent run on the mediums. Yeah, so we've got Vortex out lap, Valente just starting, Ciro's at the top. It's going slow. So let's go back to Mikey, who is doing his official hot lap now. As we see the rear view wing open on the AlphaTauri. Fashion meets function. Nice and smooth. Last couple of corners in sector 3. Coming around the corner, going onto the pit straight. Should be a half decent time. And it is on Mikey. Is for Mikey a 118.6 on the mediums. Oh, we've got. Oh, we've lost the Vortex. We've lost him. Up the hill section. This is the section I said is going to be very surprised if we didn't see an accident. And we have. It has a massive tendency to throw people on this corner if you do not get it right. And the walls being so close on the left hand side, it will take no prisoners. And there he is. Yeah, we just caught a little bit. It was on the left hand side. So we have lost our one driver. So at the moment, as long as the time is posted and it is valid, we do not have anyone else. As long as there's no crash. Sirac going. He is coming into the final corner, into the chicane. Just lifting off the brakes and then power down onto the corner X. Be careful of this one as well. I have seen it throw people as the power goes down too early. P7. There's Kenyon and Trev. Trev is just about to come out. All he's got to do is just post a time. Let's stay on board with Mr. Kenyon and just watch as he goes round. He hasn't got his ERS on and he was slightly impeded. I believe that was Puff B. Unfortunately. But his lap time will still be valid as long as he just crosses the line. Sector 3. Who is that? Is that the other Red Bull? I wonder if he's in low fuel mode. Looks like he is as the yellow flags keep appearing wherever he is. As he goes into the pits. Just watch Mr. Kenyon just cross the line, just post his time, and then we're going to jump to the Mercedes of Trev, reserving for the first time on a Saturday. Mercedes driver with the fish helmet. Purple sector 2 from him. Purple sector 1, sorry, actually. Little bit deeper into that corner, but as long as you keep control through the left and right, that's what matters. Power down onto the DRS. Dab of the brakes, coasted around the new corners on Spain now. As you can see on the left hand side is the old layout. Just rise the one little bit deep to really apply the pressure on the brakes then, just to stop the car from leaving the track as he comes across, and he puts it P8 120.3. There's a little less of a Trev on a Saturday is what everyone likes to see. It is indeed. How are we doing, Sarah? So yeah, there's a few little mistakes there on Trev's lap. If he got rid of them ones, it would have been probably a top 5 or 6 time. That is everyone posted. Matthew's going out on that, even though we are safe. You do run the risk now. If you're pushing, you do run the risk of potentially crashing. So we've got both Hasses are out. Trev is just coming in. Kenyon will probably just be coming in as well. Or is he having another push? No, he's not. Everyone else is in the pit. Sector 3, that is the Haas. Is that Matthew is struggling around in Sector 3? This is now. Not sure if he's starting a hot lap or not. He's not using any ERS. Deep into turn 1. Doesn't invalidate turn 2. and goes round with an epic pirouette, and then drives into the wall. Accomplished. Everyone else is in the pits now. I believe he's probably picked up some wing damage as well from there. No, he's did it the wall. He might have some minor damage as he comes round the last little few corners into the S section. So those yellow sausage curves you really need to be mindful of as he calls into the pit, as the majority of the drivers are now retiring, so we can get on into Q2 where it really matters. Right, as we will come back in 1 minute, just while we wait for the Q2 to start. And we are back. Let me just send the Magic Antho an invite. See if we can get him back in. Ah. Why has Matthew retired? Not sure. Yes, retired, so we lose another 4 through whatever reason that may be. Fail is out first. In the Ferrari. Just Let's make sure that our drivers are in. There is a little bit of a train that's coming out of the pit going into turn 1. It's headed by Puffy. It's also being followed by the Williams, as Puffy is gardening. Night Owl is out early as well, so they've all moved around, I believe. Oh, so let's go on board with Mr. Vale as he's just about to start. It's Q2 hot lap. You should be able to get the car at some maximum speed coming down here. It should start topping out, heavy on the brakes. Just riding that left hand side curve. Be careful of the left hand one because it will throw you. So you just got to feather this throttle now to keep your speed as much as possible. And then try and just coast it round, just clipping the apex. Being aware of that grass on the left hand side. Some drivers you'll see will take it a little bit wider in there. Just getting clear way. Take the left and watch just the car shifting with the heavy fuel inside of it. Or not, sorry, not heavy fuel, the quick directional change that one doesn't like. Down the second DRS straight, just tap at the brakes and again coast it just around on the new layout. A lot easier now, and then coast it around the right hand corners. Sector 3 can be nailed. Minding those large sleeping policemen's. And then a beautifully executed final sector. And it should put him, it will put him on pole, but it should put him in good stead to make Q2. Let's swap tyres. Very, very, very busy sector 3 there. Not sure if that's people on or not. Mini Devil does a 118.6 as we're on board with a Carter, a new driver that's recently joined. As it comes down now, he sets a 119.195 on the mediums. Aliu 120.3 on the softs. Mikey coming down the pitch straight. He's got a little bit, he's got an Alpine just ahead. He moves wide, very well done. As he's also got a Aston Martin coming up, and Mikey's gone. Gets himself back on track. Teaching the cat and the McLaren is starting. Do apologise if we miss people. I'm trying to catch everyone. We come round. Who is that coming around sector 3? It's Mini Devil coming in. Oh, Aliu is coming in as well. TJ McKinnon is 1.2 seconds down, coming into the second DRS. It's gone for the mediums. So it doesn't matter about your tyre choice in this one, really. It's just fastest times will go through. It's not your tyre choice that you have to start the race on. This young Kenyan comes down to the pitch straight, and he should, and he goes P2 rate 118 dead. Sierra comes down, goes P7. Who else have we got? Lugadonic is invalidated, Puffy is invalidated, Mikey is going to go again now on the softs. After his first attempt was ended in a spin. He's got a little bit of traffic ahead. His teammate moves over to the right. This is where he spun before. Took a bit too much dab of the power. There's the wider line that I said about previously. as he has got a red ball. I believe that's Zero just ahead. Just clip the left hand side. Keeps him nice and straight for the right hand side. Oh, a little bit wider than he probably wanted to there. Don't know if Sira's going ahead. He is flashing. He's probably not. I mean, a lot of these guys are going to have 2 attempts at it. Val has retired. He's happy with his time and he's probably more than comfortable there. As Mikey comes around the last corner, following Sira across and puts his AlphaTauri P2. It was Sira. Yep, Sira moved over. Puffy coming around the last corner, second to last corner, down in the pits. Luka Donick is on a cool down lap. I believe he might be going now. He's 40 RS. Trevor says pits. Come on, Trev. Audio is a little laggy. Let me just double check. Luka Donic's just starting in hot lap now. Comes round the 4th corner. So just a little bit wider. Doesn't ride the apex like other drivers do. So he comes up to the dreaded uphill chicane. Rides the yellow one on the right. A lot of people do that just to keep their markers in. A little bit wider on the apex, the corner there as well. .118 on the mediums. Kenny did something else. I'll let people decide what he is. Mini Devil's back out, so we're going to see the majority of them now. Kenyon, for instance, all the guys that are generally on mediums will probably come back out now. Cyril will go in and he will come out on the softs as well. Be very surprised if he's happy with that time. It's a decent time, but it's tithering on the edge of the drop zone. Night Owl is happy with his 18.3 on the softs. As Mini Devil is just about to start a new hot lap. It's one thing Spain does have, I have noticed in recent years. They've got a lot better camera angles. Hey Carter, thank you very much for following. Make sure you share it around with friends and family, get them all involved. Obviously we are streamed tomorrow as well. Realistic League starting at 8 PM in Spain as well. It's the last race before the window. So we'll see if drivers can make targets. As Mini Devil comes round the second to last corner, look like a half decent chicane there. Keeps it nice and true, and it is a big improvement, and he puts himself P4. And Carter. Is he on a hot lap? He might be on a hot lap. I'm not sure. Whether he's doing, no, he's not. He has got no ERS. Valente. Good to see him back. He missed the last couple of weeks. Currently P7. He's going on a new hot lap now. Who is that? It is Cyril on the out lap. He has gone onto the softs. Antho is also about to start his hot lap. Luka Donic's in. Trev is out and he has put himself P12. Sorry if I missed that. Puff P is wide, letting people through. Mikey is going again to try and improve. Comes round, keeps the power down, feather it through here. Should see a big improvement by Mikey. A 117 a track does look like it's evolving. So he's going to put himself comfortably through. Trev is just slowing down now. Luka Donic having a dance. Keeping his tyres warm. Antho is not improving as it stands at the moment. I believe he may have turned off. He's had a sort of a mistake somewhere before. Zira is just improving on his time at the moment. Look like a little bit of an oversteer nearly. May have cost him that improvement. Again, it looked like he was fighting a car then. It looks like he tried to oversteer. He does improve, but he was on a set of mediums before. Antho is going again now. Valente is P8. Tiziana Cat is on a go slow. Mikey will be coming in. He will be happy. He will be safe. We have 1 minute 45 seconds remaining. Ali Ooh down in P13 needs an improvement to get out and into the top 10. Mikey, as I said, is happy. Comes round into DRS point. Trev is back out on the out lap. 1 minute left. He's got a minute to get round. Well, for me, I don't know what it is for the drivers. Maybe slightly more time on their clock than mine. As Aliou comes round the third and into the second to last corner. Zero type P9. He's fairly confident he's going to be safe. Aliou comes round and he does improve. Puts himself P10. He's just on the danger zone. Who, if anyone, can knock him out? Tishem the Cat in P4 is happy. Luka Donic coming round. He's going to go again. It's his last attempt. Where's my man Trev? He's got 15 seconds to come around. He may have just missed his window. I said that's my clock. It may not be right or true for the drivers that are on track. The host always, or the spectator always gets in quicker. We shall see. And he hasn't on our symbol. We shall see. I mean, mine says he's finished, but he may have enough time on his screen. Luka Donic, as he comes up to the uphill section. And onto the fast right-hander into the DRS zone. He's currently improving. Antho is in the pit. Luka Donic is 1 second up at the moment. As that stands, it will put him above Aliou. Oh, and he hasn't. He made that has cost him, and he dives into the. So he dives into the pits. More of hits the pits. Game mode, think that is it. Trev has invalidated. I'm not sure if he was even on the lap or if it was the AI or not. And that is that. So we lose Matthew, Trev, Luka Donick, and we lose Antfo. Aliu 33 and the Williams just got away with it. Luka Donick lost it on the last corner after being a second up, which should have got him through. Right, we're just going to have a quick break and we'll be back shortly. And we are back live as we go into the top 10 shootout. That is Q3. Who can put it on pole position? It's a long rundown into turn 1 in Spain. Pole position may not be the best position to start. I don't. Possibly not. As he pulls over for an AlphaTauri, that is probably Mikey, as he's normally the first AlphaTauri out on track. Kenyan likes to follow people's bums. Unlucky, Antfo. It's not all about quali, it's all about consistency in the race. No points in quali, just to help a stepping stone for those points. So Mikey is starting his hot lap now. So we should start seeing an improvement in the times. I wonder if we're going to see any mass improvements. I think we have sort of 117s, or mid 117s, I believe. Did we see 16s? I'm not sure. Mikey comes around to the end of sector 2. Boyd went a little bit deeper on that third to last corner on the first part of the chicane. Didn't hit the apex like he probably would have wanted. As he does come across, it is a 117.5. As I'm currently, as Aliu goes 120.2. Who else have we got here? Night Owl is coming around this last corner now. 118.9. Carter goes 118.6. Oh, and Mini Devil is exploring. PRL Vale comes in. He has a bit of a sight lag. Maybe just nothing's feeling right at all. Valente, good to see him in Q3 as McLaren pulls over to the right. We have a 117.290 from TTM Kenyan. Beautifully hit apex there by Valente. Justin Martin driver comes up to the line now. Should be a competitive time. Puts in P3 with 118.343. Mini Devil is going again. TTM the Cat is coming in. We've had a few guys just come out and go back in. No one else is really going at the moment. Night Owl will be coming in as well. Sure, maybe. No, Ken's not going again. We do have Vale coming out now. As all of these drivers are just going to be in a bit of a cool down lap before probably their last attempts to put this on pole. As Vale has now probably got his best chance to put it on pole. He wants to nail this lap. He's got a nice clear track ahead. Comes in, keeps it nice and tight, rides the corner just. He's coming up to the uphill left and right, rides the first one, keeps and rides the second one just slightly, keeps it nice and smooth. Keeps it on the line, DRS wide open. Just dab at the brakes and just control it round, keeping the power on. Just hugs the outside, puts his car right in the middle of the line, keeping away from the sleeping policeman on the left. It's just the apex perfectly well, beautifully controlled the last one. As he comes around the final section, are we going to see Vale on pole? We're not. He doesn't. He splits the AlphaTauri, goes P2. As Mikey is now improving as well. He's already improving to this point. He had a good lap up until the last section. So if he keeps improving this and then nails that chicane, which he didn't do the first time, he's going to probably, potentially, dislodge his teammate from P1. There was this corner coming up now he hit, but he's hit this one a hell of a lot better now. A bit more beautifully controlled through there as well. He comes around the last corner. I think he does pip it. There's a 117 flat. Lente is out now as well. Teaching the Cat is coming around the final sector now. And puts it P4. He knocks Belente down. Belente's on his outlap. So he's just gearing himself up, ready to go. Can he pip the top three? He'd be hoping to jump P4 and get his position back. As the guys now probably all going to start thinking about coming back out. You'll see a lot more activity. Vale's gone in. Has he saved himself a set of soft tyres? I'm not sure. Where's Belente? Let's go on board with Belente. As the Spanish cameramen give us some brilliant angles. It's looking nice and smooth so far. How is he looking on his time as he comes towards and up towards the fast right-hander? We'll see his time difference towards the end of this straight. He is 0.297 off at the moment. Going very well so far. It's all looking nice and smooth. Some yellow flags in sector 1 or start sector 2. Some drivers just battling for a little bit of position, moving out of the way. Nails that chicane beautifully. Comes round and he does take his back. 0.389 improvement. He takes his P4 back. Carter is coming round to the beginning of sector 2. 0.218 at already up in the first sector. So it just looks like he's just fighting to control that car coming out that corner. Oh, he's right on the line coming round at the beginning of sector 3. His teammate moves out the way. Does it look like it should be an improvement on a time for Carter in the Alpine in his first race with PRL? Comes round with a 118 flat. He does improve by 0.6. It's a very good attempt. And it puts him P6. His teammate comes behind, gives him a little bit of a tow. Some Alpine teamwork going on. I love to see it. Silva's coming around sector 3, the last corner, just misses the apex, rides the sausage on the right. To Sierra P5, sits in between the Cat and Belente. Let's go to Vale. Kenyon is... He is P2. He doesn't dislodge his teammate. Can Vale dislodge or split the Alpha Towers? Will we see a 116? We do see a 116. Doesn't dislodge. Doesn't split the team. The Alpha Tower is, sorry. He puts it on pole. Who else have we got? Carter is taking probably the route most drivers would want to take on this track. He comes into the pit. Mikey is the only one who is also coming in the pit. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of qualifying. We have the Ferrari pips the Alpha Tauris, puts it on pole. The only 116 we see. Mikey with a hell of an attempt. Very close to the 116s. So we just wait for the last couple of guys to cross the line. So we will have a few minutes break while we just let everyone get a refreshment, empty bladders before we start our 50% race in Spain. So there we have it, Vale on pole, followed by Mikey and TTM Kenyon of the Alpha Tauris. A brilliant qualification from Belente, puts in P4. Zero P5 in a Red Bull. Night Owl, who was returned in 3 weeks, puts it on P6. Followed by TTM Kenyon in a McLaren. A Carter on his first race with PRL into Q3 and puts it on P8. Followed by our second newcomer and his first qualification for PRL as well, puts it P9 in the Williams. And then with no time and P10 we have Mini Devil reserving in the Alpine. So we're going to have a few minutes break and we will return for Spain. Welcome back. Everyone is refreshed. Empty bladders while we join the formation lap. Gives drivers a chance to warm all their tyres up, get them in the right window, the right temperature, ready for this 50% race. The majority of drivers looking for a medium stint first, or going for the medium stint first. We have 3 drivers on the hards as we cycle that down through the grid. So we have the Mercedes of Night Owl deciding to go for the hard tyres. Mediums for all the following drivers. PRL, Trev and Mercedes is opposite to his teammate and going for the mediums as well, when we have both Haas drivers deciding to go for the hards. As the leader and pole sitter of PRL Vale is coming around the final couple of corners, formation lap, as we look to get the grid formed up and start this race. And here we go then, a couple of drivers are just readying up. We've missed a couple of guys that have just missed their boxes by the looks of it. The grid is lined up as we wait for the lights. We have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are off. It's a bit of a slow start from the top 3 here. Trying to find the best angle for this. Not sure what's going on through the back at the moment. We will cycle through. McLaren a little bit wide as he's battling with his teammate. Oh, there's one Haas that has gone completely off. That is Puff P. We have Ali Rue has left the session. As we are relatively pain-free by the looks of it. Everyone has got through. It's a bit of a slow start from the guys up ahead as we got battling down the middle with the 2 Alpines. Sure what's going on there. As we have Matthew, looked like he had a bit of moment. He's been overtaken by the Hasses. Have had a terrible start to this race. Vale with the 125 as Mikey is in the hunt for him. As yeah, like I said, it was a very, very slow start by normal standards for the top 3. It gave people a big opportunity to get involved. As we had a couple of guys just join. I know Vortex wasn't there. It just looks like he's come back in now, hopefully. He's just waiting probably to take control of his car. They're all sort of sitting the right distance at the moment. There's no DRS until lap 3. This is what some of these guys are waiting for now. A-Cards and Wentz will have a look there. Valente and Night Owl are just holding up. There's a little bit of a gap forming now between Night Owl and Sierra. There's little pockets of battling that are going to start happening soon. as both Alpines are now in pursuit of the Aston Martin. They're also being chased by both McLarens. As we have new times being set, it's 0, the latest fastest lap, 1:21.4. As it looks like one McLaren of TTM the Cat has slingshotted his teammate, but jeopardised a little bit of an exit out of turn 2. Vortex is having issues, unfortunately. So we go down. So the rest of the grid is fairly close together still, within a couple of corners of each other. The Hasses are just bringing up the rear, about 2 corners behind. We have yellows, that is another Haas down the bottom. Let's go back to the top, guys, see the distances as Mikey is just going to start. Oh no, that is Sierra. He has been digging. That is our first victim at the top of the hill, as he's now being chased down by Aliu, sorry. Let's go back down to Mikey, as we must be coming down towards. He's going to be pushing down and using that DRS coming down the pit straight. Good exit here. Using his battery RS, he's giving himself a boost as he's looking at Vale here. He should be going around the right hand side as he's coming into turn 1. Should get this move done. Vale's going to go around the corner as well. Vale, he's positioned, tries to get the correct corner into, or the entrance into the corner, attacks him, but he's been also caught up by the other AlphaTauri, TTM Kenyan. Now does Vale attack or does he defend? As Night Owl continues to defend against Valente. A. Carter is also still there. He's been in a hunt for the, or being chased by the McLarens. Luka Doncic is increasing or eating away the time from the car in front of Vortex. Trev just hanging on down at P11. Sierra just behind. Oh, well, we've lost him. We've lost Luka Doncic. Excuse me. We've had our first victim of the horrible uphill corners. Mikey is being helped out a lot here by the chasing teammate that's chasing down Vale. It's giving Mikey a little bit more breathing room, because Vale's probably been tied into. Oh no, who is that? Oh, Mini Devil's lost it round the last corner, and that is Sierra has overtaken PRL Trev. Oh no! Is that Trev? It was Trev. He has. I wonder if he lost it on that. Oh, we've lost a couple of drivers there. People really struggling with the turn 2 or 3. Oh, those tyres are nice and warm, Mini Devil. Let's go back. This top 3 battle. Night Owl, Valente still chasing Night Owl. Carter hanging on, but he's now defending against the McLarens. We've lost Mini Devil again. Those tyres are not in a fit state. We should see Valente pushing Night Owl now. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, Valente! Well held. He has held it. Let's have a look at this battle. Is the Aston Martin going to keep ahead? He is. He does keep ahead. Some good driving. Cost him that error coming out the last corner. Really cost him. Sierra has Antho, who is now being targeted by Vortex, and he's been taken by Vortex. TCM, the cat is on the back of the Alpine, trying to keep an eye on all these times. Valente needs to try and keep up with Night Owl now. Those hard tyres are going to start feeling a little bit better. Oh, we might see a little bit. No, we don't. It was decided against by the cat.